Howdy y'all, and welcome to Lax Lives. I'm Lakander, and this is Lack Plays Feed the Beast. Alright, so today we are going to look at how to make a gunpowder. Now, I hate hunting for creepers, mostly because they explode in your face and they damage the ground. So, since I don't want to hunt for creepers, and I don't want to have to kill 1024 of them to get a soul shard, or you can cheat your way in if you have an early enough version, which is what we have, and that's what they did was cheated their way in. I had a different system I like to use, and it uses pulverizers. So let's get our first pulverizer down. I decided to do it over here, see if I can't get enough room here for the whole sit-up. It might not fit over here, we'll have to see. I guess the worst thing we have to do is tear down this pillar here and make a funny little end on our thing. But to make gunpowder, whoops, that's not what I want to do. To make gunpowder, there are several recipes, all right? And one of the recipes you can do makes saltpeter and sulfur and charcoal dust into gunpowder, which is great if you can get your hands on saltpeter ore. I don't know if I've ever seen it. And sulfur comes from gunpowder, which is stupid because gunpowder is what I'm trying to make. So, you know, that's not really helpful to me. The other kind of sulfur comes from sulfur ore. Once again, not the most common element that I come across. So, I normally wind up making it this way. Charcoal, niter, and sulfur right here. So, to get the niter, all you have to do is pulverize sand, and the sand will eventually turn into niter. All right, simple enough. And you can see that in the pulverizer, the niter is the byproduct. And so what we can do is, I've got some chests here, and so what I like to do is, oh, you know what? I didn't grab any wooden pipes. So what I like to do is this. We're going to set up a system that will just feed tons of sand in and around and through. Now, the only trick to this system is that you have to load it. It is not 100% automated. It's not like the creeper farm. You do have to fill it with raw materials. What am I looking for? Wooden pipes. That's what I'm looking for. All right. I'd like to think that 3 are enough. Okay, so what we want is move out of the way. We want wooden pipe. All right, wooden pipe like so, and then we want a chest like so. Whoops, 1 chest, not 2. Why a chest? Because I want to use lots of supplies. So blink. In fact, maybe we'll run this one to the left here so that we can run the other one to the right. And so in our chest, what we're going to do is we're going to fill it full of as much sand as we can get our hands on. So you can get sand, just find a desert. Right there's a beach I could dig up. You could grind up, I think it's gravel to get sand. So there's lots of different ways to get sand. Sometimes I'll build a rolling machine, which is this, no, not rolling machine. What's that thing called? A rock crusher machine, which is a huge multi-block structure, makes a lot of noise, but can sometimes give you byproducts like diamonds and stuff. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Okay. So, what I want is I want this to pump into this, so the top is going to be blue. And on the one side, I need it to put out the secondary component. So to the right, I need to go yellow. All right. Nothing goes out the bottom. And then the left side is going to be the orange, which is going to be sand, because when sand, is it sand or is it sandstone, actually? It's sandstone I want, isn't it? Sandstone, yeah. I forgot a whole step in here. I need a compressor. Let's make up a compressor real quick. I forgot about the compressing part. Compressor. Compressor is, right, 6 stone. We just made one of these. You'd think I could remember for 20 seconds. All right, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stone. We need a machine block. We need, look at, I put some stuff up here. We need an electronic circuit. So we have to melt down the stone. Oh, did my chest get full? My chest got full. I need to upgrade my chest, apparently. Let's upgrade chest real quick. I need piece of wood. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. And I have glass on me. Yes, yes. All right. So we take our piece of wood, put it in the middle. We run 8 iron ingots around it. It becomes a wood to iron upgrade. We take the iron, we put 8 gold ingots around it. It becomes the gold to iron, or iron to gold upgrade. Then we put in our piece of gold, 2 diamonds, 6 pieces of glass, and we get our gold to diamond upgrade. Alright. Let's apply those. Bam. 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 Alright, now there's plenty of room. Yeah, kick that stuff out. Man, we got a ton of stuff. I don't want to wait that long. How about you just take my 6 bars here, and I'll put that over there for you. Hopefully I got that there just right. Alright, here we go. And so we make up our compressor, which I should have done ahead of time, but I totally forgot I needed it. Singularity compressor is 8 obsidian, a compressor, and an advanced machine block. So we need another machine block. We need 2 of these. We need 2 of these. And we need... what did I come down here for? Oh, obsidian. I've got some in here somewhere. Obsidian. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. And probably should put a barrel up here for obsidian. Barrels. Yep, barrels. And we'll just stick, where should I put it? Let's put it over here. Nope, not black, obsidian. Whoops, what went in there? Not iron, obsidian. Not dirt, obsidian. Stop it. I need the rest of this. Well, I don't need that plant balls, but let me throw those out. Those are from when I stole my industrial centrifuges, which I don't think we've made on this series yet, so I'm going to need to make one instead of just use the ones I stole. Alright, what was I doing? Yes, industrial, singularity compressor. No, because that's not ready because I haven't made the advanced machine block. What was I thinking? I like the singularity compressor because it's so much faster. Actually, this goes down here. Compressor goes here. We put in the obsidian, like so. Singularity compressor. So actually, this doesn't go there. I apologize. Well, that wood piece did go where it was at. Wood. Singularity compressor. Like so. We flip that around. Actually, the singularity compressor probably needs to be on the side here. Things are picky, so if we put it on the bottom, it's going to pull out from the wrong spot. But if we put it on the side, it should pull out fine. And then this thing will actually I don't need diamond here. I just need cobble. And I just need it to feed sand back in. And if I put a chest here, it won't allow me to... Let's move this up one more slot so this will work. Chests can't open if something's sitting on top of them. So I need room for this chest to accept sand and then pump out into the singularity compressor. And so for that to work, the singularity compressor actually needs to be taller. Not taller, but higher up the chain here. And then singularity compressor. I'm actually surprised I managed to get this far without breaking it. So singularity compressor. All right. And then this thing needs to pump out the side because the singularity compressor needs to be filled in from the top. And so we do it like, whoops, we do it like so. All right. And then we need our autarchic gates like so. You know what? I totally said this needs to be the other way from the side, and then I didn't put it from the side. I don't know what I was thinking. One more time with feeling. Come on. Singularity compressor. Oh, this is a derpy episode. On the side, like so. This needs to fill in from the top. So these actually need to come out one more. Like so. Let me run this out. One more here. Up, up, up. Over, over. Come on. Take out these extras up here. Alright. Now then, this one can be set to items and inventory pump. This can be set to the same thing. Items and inventory pump. We need electricity, so I'm going to need some cabling. And this is actually a long way from where we're at, so get back in there. We're going to need a lot of cabling. And then let's drop down to the next floor here. Oh, it's not so bad. We can just run it out right here. We can steal from the generators. Whoa, I fell off. You don't need power. I just need to know where the singularity is. So if we could actually run it up here, that would be great. Oh, and that's perfect because that's the corner. Sometimes things just work out. Power. Power. Up, up. Come on. Up. Am I up too high? I'm up too high. Power. Okay, so now that's got power. And this should all pump out just the way we need it. That's hooked up. So let's go get some sand. And we actually have a lot of sand here, so let's grab a few chunks of sand and we can put the sand in our system. Sand, 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 sand. So what'll happen is the sand will flow out, and then it's going to go into the compressor, and then the compressor is going to turn it into sandstone. And boy, can we go a little slower? Come on. The nice thing about the singularity compressor is that it's fast enough once it gets going that it will be able to handle the amount of sand that you see flowing. I just hope it's fast enough to start off with here. I might have to catch some sand. Come on, start pumping. catching up to you. You can put like a lever or a redstone torch next to your singularity compressor to keep the pressure up, but I usually just let when it needs it. Otherwise, it's just going to sit there and drain power. There goes our first piece of sandstone. We're not quite fast enough. Oh, here goes sand. I'm going to have to catch sand for a minute here. Alright, so that ground, or that's grinding, I guess. Did it grind up? And then what happens is it comes back out as sand and niter. Niter is only 10% chance, so it might take... Oh, we're still not quite there. It will get fast enough. I probably should put a redstone torch on this thing so that I don't have to deal with this mess. It's simple enough to do. I don't have enough blocks on me. Well, let's do it this way then. Plink, plink. Redstone torch, like so. Take that back out. It's almost fast enough now, I think. Yeah, see, it's speeding up. And it's just going to keep getting faster and faster, so... We getting niter yet? Look at that, niter. Just from sand. Alright, I think it's just as fast as the incoming sand now. And... Nope, not quite. Come on. Get faster. No, I think it's faster now. Yep. Alright, we hit the faster. Alright. Let me sneak in this little bit of sand I got left here. Well, I guess it's not a little bit, it's a whole stack. Alright, so that's our niter. So, and I know this is a slow process, but when you've got a quarry, or not a quarry, I'm sorry, when you got a chunk loader, then, you know, you can just fill this up with sand and be on about your business and let it fill up. Now, the other side of things we're going to do is the pulverizer. The pulverizer. Wow. Is we want to pulverize netherrack for sulfur. And so that's done. I've got a chest on me. I need a wooden pipe. I actually need another chest. Or we can just get rid of the gravel, I guess. I guess let's just get rid of the gravel. Let me go down and get a... Look at that. He's hanging out in the house because it's storming. That's too funny. You know, I got these diamond pipes on me here, and I don't even need them. It's also funny. Alright, so we're going to slap the void transport pipe on the side, like so. Our main is going to go out the right. Our secondary is going to go out the left. And then from the top is going to be input. Alright, and then we put on the pipe. We put on the chest, like so. We flip the direction around, put in our Arctic gates. We say items in inventory pump. We'll open this up, we'll throw in our netherrack. Actually this should say not items in inventory empty. Otherwise we'll get too much netherrack down here in the pulverizer. And so then what'll happen is if it gets any sulfur, the sulfur will go in the middle chest here, which is where our niter's going. And gravel will... Oh no, that's cobblestone. Cobblestone will go out the side here and just disappear. Now, of course, you could use the cobblestone, feed it over into a different pulverizer, and turn that into sand eventually, if that's your goal. You know, that's up to you. But this is how I do. This is how I do my gunpowder production. Is you just set these up. Netherrack is easy to get your hands on. Sand is easy to get your hands on. Way easier, in my opinion, than hunting creepers. Although if you have a creeper farm, then it's really easy. And so these will just sit here and run. And I don't have to watch them. I can just come back later and check to see if they've managed to make me up enough stuff. And usually I just fill the chest full of netherrack and sand. And then that way, you know, you've got plenty. You could always make a quarry and hit the desert, and then take your quarry to the nether, and then hit the nether, and have all the netherrack and sand you want. You could set up a system with gates actually that would just keep sending power to the quarry if your chests weren't full. I'm pretty sure. I think I could do that with some gates. And because this will take a redstone signal to turn it off, so I could turn the power off to the quarry when the chest gets full. So you could totally automate it. We should go look at the quarry real quick too. But so then as that runs, then we just take charcoal or coal, and you make your gunpowder that way, and then that way you don't have to gather so much, because you're going to need a lot for your implosion compressor. Let's see how our quarry's doing down here. I like to do this occasionally, come out to my quarry and just see how deep I've gotten. So we're down to level 43. And it's going to dig all the way down, as long as it doesn't hit any oil. Since it's in the ocean, it had plenty of water, so I don't have to worry about lava. But, yeah, so that's the automated gunpowder for... or the automation for my gunpowder, basically. Look, we got 3 sulfur, 6 niter, and all I had to do was use a couple of pulverizers and a compressor and throw in some sand and netherrack. Otherwise, you're going to have to go to, like, I think saltpeter ore comes from the desert, and sulfur comes from extreme hills. Although there's other ways to get sulfur too. I occasionally run in to get sulfur for the aluminum torches because they're made out of sulfur torches. I think you can do it with pyrite if I remember correctly. You run pyrite through the electrolyzer and you get a side product of sulfur. So there are other ways to get sulfur. This one just doesn't require me to go get special ingredients because sand and netherrack are 2 of the easiest things to dig up. So, alright, I'm going to call it here in the rain. Since I haven't bothered to put a roof on this place yet, I really should eventually. Luckily, I don't think I got anything in here that's really going to melt if it gets rained on. Or struck by lightning. We haven't got struck by lightning. So, click like if you like, subscribe to be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.